All right, listeners, buckle up because today we're diving deep into a badminton matchup that's got everyone talking. Viktor Axelsen versus Chong Wei.
Two absolute legends of the sport.
Exactly. And we've got some seriously in-depth analysis to unpack here. So let's set the scene. Imagine these two titans clashing at the absolute peak of their powers.
A true clash of styles.
Right. I mean, on one side you have Axelsen. This Danish powerhouse is known for his sheer power.
Those smashes are legendary.
I know. He just seems to demolish any defense. Plus, he's got this insane consistency, like a badminton machine programmed to win rallies.
Definitely a force to be reckoned with.
For sure. But then you've got Chong Wei on the other side. This Malaysian maestro is famous for his lightning-fast speed and deception. He can turn defense into attack in a heartbeat. It's incredible.
It's a contrast in styles, right? It's almost like an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object.
That's a great way to put it. And one of the things that jumps out from the analysis is Axelsen's height advantage. We're talking a towering 1.94 meters.
Yeah, that is tall.
Right. And the sources really emphasize how this height gives him a huge advantage, especially with those smashes. He can create these crazy steep angles that are almost impossible to return.
Definitely makes it tough on his opponents.
Absolutely. I mean, just look at his match against Lin Dan at the All England Open. Axelsen just powered through everything. But here's the thing. Doesn't that height also have some drawbacks? Like, wouldn't it make him a bit slower on the court?
Yeah, that's a good point. Height isn't always a pure advantage. While it does give Axelsen incredible reach and power, it can make those quick side-to-side movements a bit trickier.
Oh, that makes sense.
But what's really interesting is how Axelsen has adapted to that. He's worked incredibly hard on his footwork.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Especially his split step, which helps him react quickly and cover the court efficiently. It's almost like he anticipates his opponent's moves and is always perfectly positioned to unleash those devastating smashes.
Wow, so it's not just the height itself, but how he strategically uses it. That's amazing. Okay, so let's shift gears to Chong Wei. The sources rave about his speed and agility, especially compared to Axelsen's larger frame. And they keep using the word deceptive to describe his net play, which I find really intriguing. What exactly makes it so deceptive? Does he have like special trick shots or something?
Oh, absolutely. Chong Wei is a master of disguise on the court. The deception comes from his ability to mask his shots. He'll often use the same grip for different shots, making it nearly impossible for his opponent to guess what's coming next.
Wow. So he's keeping them guessing the whole time.
Exactly. One of his signature moves is this delayed net shot. It looks like he's going for a full-on clear, but at the last second, he just drops it softly over the net. If you're not expecting it, it's virtually impossible to defend against.
So he's like a badminton ninja. He strikes when you least expect it. It almost feels like the classic David versus a Goliath story. You know, Chong Wei, the smaller, quicker player, using his cunning to outmaneuver the powerful giant.
Yeah, I think that analogy works pretty well. Chong Wei's style is all about exploiting his opponent's weaknesses. He uses his speed to dictate the pace of the rallies, forcing those quick exchanges and disrupting the rhythm of players like Axelsen who prefer those longer rallies.
Oh, so he's turning their strengths into weaknesses?
Exactly. And his shot placement is just as brilliant. He loves to target those corners, making his opponents stretch and scramble all over the court. Then he pounces on any weak return.
Wow, so it's like a mental game as much as a physical one, like a chess match on the badminton court.
Exactly. Every point is a battle of wits.
Okay, but we can't forget about Chong Wei's past. The sources mention he's had some struggles in high-pressure situations, particularly in those major finals. How do you think this would factor in against someone like Axelsen, who seems so mentally unflappable?
Yeah, the mental game is a crucial element in elite badminton. And you're right, Axelsen is known for his incredible composure under pressure. He rarely lets mistakes or setbacks faze him, and that allows him to maintain his consistency throughout a match.
Right, he just seems to stay so focused.
Exactly. But even for a player as mentally tough as Axelsen, facing someone as skilled and unpredictable as Chong Wei would definitely be a challenge. It would be a high-pressure situation, no doubt.
So it sounds like we've got this incredible clash of styles. Axelsen, the powerful, relentless force, versus Chong Wei, the agile, tactical genius. And the sources actually have a verdict on who they think would win this epic match.
They do, and it's Axelsen. But here's the catch. They predict it would be a super tight three-setter.
Oh, wow. So even though they're giving the edge to Axelsen, it wouldn't be an easy win.
Not at all. While they believe Axelsen's power and stamina would likely give him the advantage in those longer rallies, Chong Wei's speed and deceptive tactics would keep him on his toes. Every point would be a fight.
It sounds like a match you wouldn't want to miss.
Absolutely. It would be edge-of-your-seat badminton.
Well, this deep dive has been absolutely fascinating. We've really delved into the contrasting styles of these two badminton legends, and it sounds like this hypothetical matchup would be one for the ages. But now it's time for you, our listeners, to weigh in. What do you think? Whose style do you find more compelling and why? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
We'll see you in the next deep dive.
Bye for now.